All right, welcome back everybody to Patreon Q&A this morning. Thanks for the few that can join us live. I did get a few questions sent in. So before I go with the live questions, I'm going to just cover one that was pretty interesting. It was an interpretation of the code when it comes to duct straps. And this has been actually a pretty contentious topic over the years, and it seems to change. So one person sent in my interpretation of the code is that you can't use fabric straps anymore, or the woven polypropylene straps either, only metal strapping, and asked how I saw this. So what's interesting is the code has changed over the years, but it always points back to the SMACNA HVAC duct construction standards, right? So in the 2018 code, which you're working in Massachusetts, we're going to be updating to sometime this year in the International Mechanical Code. But the good thing is it didn't change since 2015, which is the same right now. It says that ducts shall be supported in accordance with those standards, right? Metal and flexible. And actually, in the 2018 code, there's a reference for 1 or 2 family dwelling houses. It's 603.10.1 that metal ducts shall be securely supported, and non-metallic or listed duct systems shall be supported in accordance with manufacturer's installation instructions. And this actually brought up the point where I'm working in Massachusetts. A lot of our members are in Mass or local, and they work in Mass. This particular question came in from California, and they actually have Title 24, which is similar to like Massachusetts State Building Code, right? So we have amendments in Massachusetts, and they're published in the CMR. They're on the 9th edition. And anything in the amendments will actually take precedent over the standard mechanical code or the standard residential code, right? And what ends up happening is they're very specific in the California code in that you have to use metallic straps, 1.5 inch width. Has to be supported every 4 feet, no more than 1/2 inch of sag per the instructions. It's very detailed. In the mechanical code, it actually leaves that up to some interpretation. It just says that metal straps a minimum of 1 inch in width or equivalent or heavier gauge, and the ductwork being supported needs to be used. So it says metal straps at least 1 inch width, but if using flexible, what's the equivalent metal, right? So it opens up to some interpretation. And what's interesting is in the 2021 International Mechanical Code, which was just published last year, actually, and most states are actually a few years away from adopting it. They actually took that 603.10 detail out. They removed it and just left it to installation instructions. So if you're installing flexible ducts, the best installation instructions I could find is the Air Diffusion Council's reference on installation standards. And in there, they explain that you should use metal straps, but you don't have to use a metal strap all the way up, right, to actually hang the duct. You can just use a metal strap that is at least 1 inch in width to support the duct, and then you could use, metal, let's say wire to hang it if you wanted to. But the key is you're not using something that's combustible. So really important you keep that combustible material away from the ductwork. It's part of installation and code. But very rarely enforced. And there are, depending on where you're working, some more strict levels of that.
Hi, I'm Chris with HVAC Pro Blog, and I want to thank you for watching my videos every week. If you'd like to help support our channel more, head over to my Patreon page where I have options for as little as $8 a month. If you'd like to join the HVAC Design Society and get your questions answered, like I just showed you, we do this monthly for our elite members. So a special shout out to all those HVAC Design Society members in order to help feed us with content and supporting the channel while getting your questions answered. Thanks for joining me this week at HVAC Pro Blog, where we provide advice for residential system design, quality installation, and system diagnosis. I'll see you soon.